And now onto my very minuscule PC collection. We'll start off with Rayman Gold. Now, I'm a big fan of Rayman games. I love the Rayman games. They're so, especially this one. The art style in this game is so great. Unfortunately, this doesn't run on my computer because it's too old for my computer. I mean, my computer's not great, not very new, but this is just too old. So I tried to kink it a bit to get it to work. Unfortunately, it didn't. But what this essentially is Rayman 1. Where you can edit your own levels. That's a very good feature. I haven't tried it, obviously I can't because I can't get it to run. But I've played Rayman 1 before, and it's a brilliant game, Rayman 1. One of my favourite PS1 platformers, and definitely a great game. Sonic 3D, one of the worst Sonic games according to Sonic fans. I don't know why. I actually quite like this game. I mean, obviously it's completely different to all other Sonic games, but what this is fun. It's just fun. I mean, you go around collecting birds, hence Sonic 3D Flicky's Island. They're called Flickies, and then you take them to the goal ring. I mean, it's got some Sonic elements in it with the enemies and the rings and stuff. Like, I do like this game. This is a good game for me. I mean, don't listen to what other people say. Play this for yourself before you judge it. It's obviously completely different to all other Sonic games, and one of the, well, I suppose it is one of the worst old Sonic games, but what it is quite good. Another Sonic game, Sonic Adventure DS. I mean, I love my Sonic games, especially Sonic Adventure. These Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 they are very, very good games. Great. Some people don't like 3D Sonic games. I'm fine with that, but you can't say they're bad games. I mean, obviously, this is not the same as the old Sonic games. They've introduced stuff like the homing attack and stuff, which people get really pissed off about. But I think it adds to the game. Of course, Sonic's going to get different abilities. Mario got different abilities. He started to punch in 64, so you can't say anything bad about Sonic about it. But this is a great game. They're finally putting voice. They're finally putting a storyline, which, I don't know. I think it's okay. Not as good as Sonic Adventure 2, but what this game is, the only bad thing about this game really is Big the Cat. And I think that goes for everyone. No one likes the fishing levels. They're crap. But yeah, the rest of this game is very fun. Very good Sonic game. One of my favourites. Then we have Spore. One of my only PC exclusives. This is a really fun game from the maker of The Sims. And it's quite good. There's 5 stages to this game. There's the first stage where you go around eating other creatures to get bigger, which only lasts about 5 minutes. But then you evolve into the second stage, where you can create your creature much more. You can make your creature very unique. And my creature kind of sucked because I'm not the most creative person in the world. But there's a lot of creatures on the internet which are quite good. You can download them and put them in your game as well. Also, this game has an aspect where if you're connected to the internet, other creatures will be in your game. Like every time you start the game, you'll get different creatures, and they're creatures that other people have created, and it's very unique. Very good game. It's got other stages as well. Like there's a strategy game in here. There's a exploration game where you go around travelling into other planets. It's a very large game, very packed with content. It will last you hours. Last PC game here, Worms 3D. Not a huge fan of the 3D Worms because they're good, but I think they're just, most of them, especially Worms 3D, are unfinished. They're very glitchy and buggy. It's kind of annoying because they could be good, but for what they are, it is a good game. It's not for what it is. It's not a bad game. It's just I prefer the 2D ones, and this one doesn't have like the great customization that Worms 4 had, which they implemented in Worms 4. But this is okay. This is an okay game. On the PS2 games now, Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex. For some reason, this game has got very bad reviews, and that's kind of annoying to me because this game, it uses the exact same system as the previous 2 Crash Bandicoot games, which were excellent, and I really love them. This is a great platformer. Don't listen to the reviews. If you're into Crash Bandicoot, if you're just into platformers, this is a great game. Not the best Crash Bandicoot, but if you own a 6th gen console, definitely get this game. And we have Devil May Cry. I really haven't played this enough. I've had this for ages, and I've started 3 new games or something, and I only play a couple of levels. For some reason I stopped playing. I don't know why that is. I mean, it is a good game. It's a good action game, but I haven't played enough of it. I will eventually get around to playing this. Dirge of Cerberus Final Fantasy VII. Now this is completely different to every other Final Fantasy game in the fact that it's a third-person shooter with RPG elements. It's done really well. I mean, it's not like a third-person shooter in the vein of Gears of War. It's much more like an RPG than something like that. And the storyline, it's pointless, but it's good. It's like Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. They didn't need to do it, but it's okay that it's there. Still, this is a good game. Definitely for Final Fantasy fans, definitely check this out. I mean, the shooting elements are very well done. You can use magic and stuff. And yeah, it's got a lot of stuff from Final Fantasy in this, mixed with a shooter. It's a good game, yeah. Definitely check it out if you're into Final Fantasy. And now we have another Final Fantasy game, Final Fantasy X. This is probably my favourite Final Fantasy game on the PS2 because it uses similar combat system to 7, 8 and 9, but it kind of changes it up to make it a little bit more easier. This game is one of the easiest Final Fantasies I've played, but what I really like about this game is the leveling up system. Like it's not traditional. You gain XP. Instead, you gain AP, which you use to progress on a sphere grid, which you then put spheres down to increase your attack, your HP, get new skills. It's very unique, and that is one of my favourite things about this game. But that's not the only thing I like. This has got a great storyline. Some people don't like the characters. I mean, Tidus can get a bit annoying, but the rest of them, I mean, the whole thing with Auron and Jecht and everything like that. This is a great game. This is probably one of my favourite Final Fantasy games, especially on the PS2, definitely. Final Fantasy X-2. This is quite a controversial game. A lot of people hate it, a lot of people love it. I'm kind of in the middle. I mean, again, the storyline is not needed, and it's only one bit about the storyline I like, which is the bit with Payne and her friends. Not Yuna and Riku, her other friends. I forget their names, but that's the only bit of the storyline I like. The combat system is very good. It's sort of like Final Fantasy IV and Final Fantasy IX, but you can interrupt people's attacks. Like you don't take it in turns. Everyone attacks at the same time, but they all have a active time gauge, and that's one of the best things about this game. Also, this introduces classes again, brought back from Final Fantasy III and V, and they're good, but they're too easy to level up. I think it's not enough progression. But other than that, this is a good Final Fantasy game. It's not a bad Final Fantasy game. Maybe not the best. Not the best as a sequel to 10, but it is a good game. And now we have Final Fantasy 12. This is also another controversial Final Fantasy game. A lot of people hate it because they changed the battle system, but really they didn't change it that much. All they've changed is you don't go into battles anymore. Battles are taking place on the map. So you target an enemy, and then you have an active time gauge, and you attack once it's up. That's the only difference, is that you don't go into a battle screen. That's really all I've found. This is a good game. I do really like this game. I sound like I don't like it, but really no, it is a good game. I haven't completed it yet. I'm about halfway through. I got stuck at a boss, but I'm still playing it. And the characters are good. There's not as much character progression as you'd like in a Final Fantasy game. But other than that, this is a good Final Fantasy game. I really like the license grid. It's similar to Final Fantasy X Sphere Grid, but it's different and it's unique and it's quite well done. You earn experience, but then you can also use your license points to buy abilities and stuff like that. So it's very good system. I do like this game. Some people don't like this game. I like it. It's a good game. Next we have the Futurama game. I love the cartoon series of Futurama. It's so funny. One of my favourite adult cartoons. And the game's good. I mean, it's got all the Futurama references. It's got all the Futurama-esque, very Futurama-esque game. You can see Matt Groening's comedy just splattered over this game. The platforming's fun. The battling's fun. You can play as Friar Leela or Bender. And yeah, it's a bit short. But other than that, it's fun. You can go back and collect stuff as well. So it's got some replay value. Good game. Another Guitar Hero game, the original Guitar Hero. Yes, this is a good game. Guitar Hero 1, great set list, very innovative. One of the first traditional instrument games that you see nowadays. The only problem I have with this, and it's not a problem for many people, but people that play on Expert, there's no hammer-ons. And it's so frustrating because it makes songs like Bark at the Moon impossible. Some people are amazing at the game. I'm not amazing, I'm good, but yeah, this is a good game, apart from that little nitpick, which won't apply to a lot of people, so definitely get it. But then, they remedied it with Guitar Hero Rocks the 80s. This game isn't that good, to be honest. It's too short. There's about 30 songs in it. Nowadays, well, in Guitar Hero 1 there's about 40 or 50. This doesn't have that, and they've used the exact same things in here from Guitar Hero 2, all the same venues, everything. This is more of a track pack, not an actual game. So the fact that it was marketed as an actual game is a bit, well, I don't know, a bit not right. But other than that, it's okay. It's basically Guitar Hero 2 with a couple more songs. Next we have Half-Life. I've not played this yet because my brother has it on PC and I'm waiting to play it on PC. Eventually I'll get around to doing it. I've played Half-Life 2, love it. I'm sure I'll like this game as well. Next we have Kingdom Hearts 2. Now I prefer this to Kingdom Hearts 1 because it's basically Kingdom Hearts 1 with added features. They've improved everything over Kingdom Hearts 1, and I really like the storyline with Roxas and Sora and Riku. The characters in Kingdom Hearts franchise, they are some of my favourite characters, and it's got so much nostalgia for like Disney and stuff like that. I mean, Hercules is one of my favourite films, and they've put Hercules in like every Kingdom Hearts game. Not only that, but these games are really, really great action RPGs, especially Kingdom Hearts 2. Don't consider it like, if you're thinking about getting it, oh, it's stupid because it's got Disney characters in it, it's a kiddie game. It's really not. The reason they've put Disney characters in it is because, for nostalgia, they haven't put High School Musical and crap in there. They've put Hercules, they've put Little Mermaid, they've put Mickey Mouse, several really old Disney characters. For some reason they've fallen off my head right now. Pete, Aladdin, Pirates of the Caribbean, and Tron. I mean, they've really thought about what characters to use in this to not make it kiddie. And the fact that they've done that is because they want it to be a good action RPG, which it is. A good action RPG with Final Fantasy characters and Disney characters. That's pretty much essentially what this franchise is. That's why it's so good. So if you haven't checked this out and you're into RPGs, definitely do it. The storyline's great, the characters are great, it's got nostalgia for Disney, which is a plus. These are just really great games, Kingdom Hearts. Next we have Mega Man X Command Mission. Now, I've never played a Mega Man X game, and the only reason I bought this was because it was in a buy one get one free offer. I mean, it's not like I hate the game, it looks good. It looked good, and I've played it a bit. It's a Mega Man RPG, similar combat system to Final Fantasy X, which is, I mean, it's great. It's just a Mega Man RPG. I've never played one before. I thought it looked good, and it is good. So, good find.